So we'll all start behind the fabric. We'll bring the palms to meet in front of our fabric and then draw the hands through back towards your face. Hands will hold onto the fabric post on either side. I'm going to slide my hands all the way down the fabric to the center of the loop here. My feet will come out to about hips width apart. We'll take a nice big inhale to lengthen the torso, lift up from the sternum. Exhale to hinge at the hips, fold forward, press the fabric away. Take a moment here. We're just sort of warming up the spine a little bit. Let the head hang heavy through the shoulders. Maybe there's a little wiggle that happens in your tail. You can experiment with keeping the arms bent or straightening the arms. Just sort of explore as we come into this first shape of our practice today. As it feels comfortable to you, we might start to invite some sways into the torso, moving side to side. And as you do sway, checking in with our locks and our feet, I like to lift all 10 toes off of the mat, feeling the arches of my feet lift so that the feet are engaged. And as you continue to stabilize through the feet and the legs, we'll place all 10 toes back down onto the mat. And just let the sways be natural. Maybe you've moved a lot today. Maybe this is the first time that you're really moving. So just explore in the movement. It doesn't have to look like any one thing in particular. And as you're in this fold, maybe just closing the eyes, dropping into the awareness in your body. How do you feel right now in this moment? Is there something that wants to be heard, any tension or soreness? Maybe you're already feeling pretty light and open. That's okay too. Greet yourself exactly as you are. So coming back through center into our figure 7 shape, we'll move through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale to drop the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest, round the spine, bend the elbows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine. A few more times like that on your own. Flow as you find flexion and extension in the spine, from the tail all the way through the neck and the crown of the head. Maybe adding on to this cat and cow, we'll inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips down between the heels as you round. Inhale is going to lift the hips, straighten the legs, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, sink the hips down between the heels, round. A few more times like that. Nice. The next time that you find your cow pose, let's all meet together in figure 7. And then again, finding that neutral spine here, wiggle the tail side to side. Nice. Taking this into a warrior 3, let's toe heel that left foot to the center of the mat. Inhale's going to extend that right leg out behind us. Press through the right heel so that the foot is flexed. The right toes and that knee are squaring off towards the mat. Reaching from the heel all the way through the fingertips. Nice straight long line of energy here. Inhale. Exhale to round the knee in towards your nose. Inhale to extend, press through your heel. Exhale to curl. Nice. One more time. Inhale, straightens the leg, press through the heel. This time as you exhale, we're going to bring the fabric behind the shoulders, point those right toes out in front of us. Nice. Exhale is going to bring the fabric back around, hand slide down, extend that right leg. And then again, rolling all the way through center, right toes will point out and extend in front of us. One more time like that, finding warrior 3, press through the right heel. And then coming back up, point those right toes out in front of you. Nice, keep the toes lifted. We're gonna put the fabric over the shoulder like a backpack. And then bringing the fabric just beneath our shoulder blades here, we're gonna sit back and down into a chair. And then hopping that left foot forward, keep the right toes pointed. Nice, the leg is lifted, maybe the hand slide up the fabric post, inhale. Exhale, right toes will tap to the back of the mat, finding a lunge. Nice, inhale, point the right toes out in front of you. Exhale, right toes, find the mat behind you. Last one, inhale, point those right toes. Let's pulse the leg a few times here. Stay strong in the right quad. Beautiful. Right foot will soften down onto the mat. Let's go ahead and lift ourselves all the way back up. Fabric's just gonna pop over the shoulders, slide the hands all the way back down, finding your prayer wrap. So same thing here, we'll inhale, lift up and out of the pelvis. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, find your figure 7 shape. And then on your next inhale, we'll extend that left leg out behind us, again, pressing through the left heel. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, round the knee in towards your nose. Inhale to extend, press through the heel. Exhale to curl, round. Nice. Inhale to extend. This time as we curl ourselves all the way forward, the fabric pops behind the shoulders, point the left toes. Nice. Fabric comes back around to the front side. Extend that left leg out behind you, press through the heel. And then rising up, fabric pops behind the shoulders, point the left toes. Nice. One more time like that. Fabric slides down, find warrior three. And then inhale, rise all the way up, point those left toes. Keep the left leg lifted. Bring the fabric just beneath the shoulder blades, sit back and down, find your chair. Again, that right foot's just gonna hop forward, keep the left toes pointed. Hand slide up the fabric post, inhale. Exhale, left toes find the back of the mat. Nice. Inhale, extends and points the left toes. Exhale, toes find the back of the mat. Nice. One more time. Point those left toes out in front of you. Toes find the back of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale's going to point the toes. Let's pulse the leg a few times. Nice. Left foot steps down, finding your chair pose. Take a moment to just sort of sway from side to side. Maybe there's some movement with the arms. Like a tree just swaying in the breeze. Let it be free. Let the movement be organic. Nice. So coming back through center into our chair pose here, let's hold on to the fabric post on both sides. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet step down, reach up nice and high, pull yourself all the way up. Fold forward, find your ragdoll pose. Feet will come out wide here, just rocking side to side. Nice, close the eyes, catch your breath. Nice. Rolling yourself all the way up into a stand. We're gonna go into our back belt here with a little bit of strengthening. So if you haven't done back belt before, I'm just going to demonstrate this one time, and then you can go into it with me the next time around. I'm going to reach up nice and high on the fabric posts, slide my hands down the fabric to create a belt at my sacrum. So sacrum is going to be very important here because if the fabric is too high, it can be really pinchy and uncomfortable on your hips. So you really want to find that sacrum, maybe even using your hand to identify it. We call it a bony landmark, and it's located at the base of the spine. So once you find that sacrum, we're going to hold the fabric in place around the sacrum and then hug it around to the front of our hips. Coming up onto the toes, we're going to take a little tiny step forward. If you're doing this along with me, watch me here because I'm going to go upside down. Chin will tuck in towards the chest. We're going to lean back and bring our knees out wide. Knees wide is really important because knees wide is what locks us in as we go upside down. I'm going to hook both feet around the front side of the fabric, so the same side as my face. We'll do some more poses from here, but when you're ready to come out, you can gaze up towards your belly button. Reach for the fabric that's closest to your knees. Feet come out wide. Climb your hands up nice and slowly. Take a few breaths with your head above your heart. Feet will come down. We'll all meet together in our ragdoll pose. So all together here, let's gather the fabric on both sides. Hand slide down the fabric, create that belt at the sacrum. Hold it around to the front of your hip bones, tuck the chin in towards the chest, take a little tiny step forward. As we lean back, we'll bend the knees out wide, out wide. Feet come to hook around the face side of the fabric. Here we are, a frog pose as we call it around here. So from this frog pose, we're gonna keep our right foot hooked around the face side of the fabric. We're gonna extend that left leg out to the left side and then straighten the right leg straight up the fabric post. I'm going to rotate that left leg behind my back, so we'll just hold here for a moment and get this nice stretch in the hip flexor. Nice, that front part of the left hip into the quad. Nice. The left hand is going to reach up nice and high on the fabric post. Let's start by extending the right arm out behind us. Point the left toes. On your next exhale, we're going to do a little crunch here and reach the fingertips towards the left toe. Nice. Inhale is going to extend, maybe add a little bit of a back bend. And then crunch, reach the fingers up towards the toes. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale to extend. Exhale to curl. 1 more time. Inhale to extend. And exhale to curl. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release that left leg down. Keep the right leg threaded along the fabric post. We're gonna bend into the right knee, reach up high on the fabric post, and then pull ourselves up into a stand. So you might stay here. You might like to extend that right leg and press the right fabric post away from you, almost like a little ninja or something here. Nice. And then popping that left shoulder out of the fabric. The fabric will rotate around to the front side of the body, and then we'll go into that again and do the other side. So bringing that right leg out of the fabric here. Again, finding that back belt. Fabric comes to the sacrum. We'll hug it around to the front of the hips here. Rising up onto the toes, we'll take a little tiny step forward. Chin tucks in towards the chest. We'll lean back and bring the knees out wide, knees wide. So this time that left leg will hook around the fabric post. Thread the left leg up. Right leg rotates behind us here. Big, huge sit up. Right hand reaches up high on that right fabric post. Extend the left arm out behind you. Inhale. Exhale, fingers touch the toes. Inhale to extend. Exhale to curl. Nice. Inhale to extend. And exhale to curl. Nice. Let's inhale to extend, bending into that left knee. Left hand reaches up for the fabric above the left knee. Again, pulling yourself up into a stand here. Let's straighten the left leg, press the fabric away. Maybe that right arm reaches up. And then releasing the fabric from the right shoulder. We'll bring the fabric back around to the front side of the body. Nice. Let's keep our left ankle hooked into the fabric. We'll reach up nice and high on the fabric post and pop that right leg in to meet the left. The fabric's gonna come behind the knees, and then we'll take a few bicycle pedals here to let the fabric slide up the legs. So holding the fabric post on both sides, we're gonna drop it down behind the knees, and then straightening the legs, point the toes, pull yourself all the way back up and pedal it out. Nice, let's do that 2 more times. Drop it down behind the knees. Straighten the legs, point the toes, pull yourself up, pedal it out. 2 more. Drop it down. Straighten the legs, point the toes, pull yourself up. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Nice. Last one. Drop it down. Straighten the legs, point the toes, pull yourself up. Go ahead and come into a stand. Bring the fabric over the shoulders. Find a ragdoll pose. Just rocking it out side to side. Let the head be heavy. Feet come out wide. It might feel good to spread and pop the fingers. Maybe you create little waves with the hands. Nice. So coming up into a stand, let's bring the arms back through the center of the fabric.